I believe oftentimes we forget how truly special we are to God. We get so caught up in what the world thinks of us and how special the world thinks we are that we forget the one person who truly matters. And this thought I never really thought of before until a little bit ago. I realized that out of everything on this earth, God formed me and made me special, and in His eyes, I am special, I am important, and I am loved. And I was looking back at the creation, and anywhere in the creation, everything God created, He spoke it into existence. In Genesis 1:3, it says, "And God said, let there be light, and there was light." And with everything else on this earth, all He did was speak it into existence, and it was formed. But what I never realized, and I would just read this part and be all, yeah, okay, God spoke it into existence, He formed us. But then I realized that everything else God spoke into existence. But us as human and as children of God, He formed us. In Genesis 2:7 it says, "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." So God formed us. From the dust He formed man. He formed Adam. And from Adam He made Eve. And He didn't just speak us into existence. He just didn't say, there's humans. And that was a real eye-opener for me. So I did some more research, and in Luke 12:7 it says, "Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than the sparrows." God just didn't form us. He knows every hair on our head. He knew us before we were even born. And when we were in our mother's womb, He knit us together. Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." So, when you are feeling hard on yourself and you are letting the world define you, just remember, God formed you. God made you in His image. You are special to God. You might go through stages where you feel less than special, unworthy, but in God's eyes, you are His child. He formed you. He made you. He knows the hair on your head. He knows every thought you have. He cherishes you. You are precious and special to God. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone else dictate how you feel, because in God's eyes, He formed you. You are special to Him. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Turn to God. He's your creator. He's your Father. You are His child. You are precious.